Well, hello everyone, TheOntarioGardener here, back with another episode of Factorio Space Age. This will be this series finale, if you want to call it that. We're going to work on Biolabs. That's all we're going to do this episode and get up and see just how fast or what we can supply, basically, of what 500 science per minute, what that does, basically. As far as, I don't know how many biolabs we can use. We're going to start small with maybe 5 or 10 and go from there. I do want to say, though, that it's been a fun series for sure. I still would like to do a pure vanilla series of this, but I don't know if people would be into that. And then the other thought was with this is turn this into a true mega base, where I try to go for something like, 1,000. Well, not 1,000. People would say 1,000 is not a mega base. Say 5,000 or 10. Let's say 10,000. 10,000 per minute science. On Novice is definitely doable. These other planets, Volcanus, yes. Gleba, yes. Fulgora and Aquilo, not so much. The other thought would be to start a brand new series and just run it again. But I really don't want to do that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to run this series out. We're going to do our Biolabs today, and then we're just going to take a bit of hiatus until I figure out what I want to do. So, Biolabs. We ended up getting a bunch more things here. I made some more, brought some more things in. I got more Biolabs made. Got belts and got everything we need. A bunch of miscellaneous. Just basically all down. This is all this junk that we don't need. We don't need any of this. So we can get rid of that, get rid of this. We don't need any of this. There's a lot of stuff here we honestly don't need anymore. And probably just going to keep bringing it back to me. But we'll just, we'll leave it alone for now. So Biolabs. The way Biolabs work, they're pretty cool. Let's see. We'll start them. I want to make sure I'm within range of this. Let's start them here. Now, the way Biolabs work is they have not default. Our research speed is plus 250. That's because we've upgraded research through researching, right? Productivity is a built-in 30%. If you put in modules, you're up to 70%, which is great, by the way. And then you have, science pack drain is only 50%. So you're using 50% less. Now, these aren't quality Biolabs, which you could do, and they probably would even have higher stats to them, but we haven't gotten into quality, and I don't think I'm going to at this point. And then obviously our power is crazy, which is why I ended up building a second one of these. Are they all built yet? Yes, a second power station or generation station here, because we're going to need the power, because this stuff here, I should say, this stuff it's all running. See, this is lacking lubricant. I know that's why that's slowed down. This is running just fine. This is built backed up. And that's just because we have this here. This will keep running. Not too much longer, really. So this, obviously, we have backed up because we have a science ship doing this. This is from Fulgora. Almost full. Aquilo, again, we have quite a lot. And then this is the metallurgic, or the military science, which we're not going to include in this because we're just not. And it doesn't matter. And this is going to be your Gleba science. So we have no Gleba science because Gleba isn't running. Well, Gleba is running. But the Gleba transport's not running. We'll start running that once we have it built. But for the technologies that we have in queue, none of them need it. And that's on purpose, so we can just showcase how this is going to work. So we're going to start with the Biolab right here. Is it going to be daytime soon, or we're actually getting towards nighttime? Because the day-night cycle is not... How long? What's the cycle? 10 minutes? 7 minutes. So not that long. Which one's higher? Volcanus is 1 minute 30. Gleba is 10 minutes. Gleba is 10 minutes. Fulgora is 3 minutes. And Aquilo is 20 minutes. Okay, so we're going to do this. And then what we're going to have to do, because we have... There's actually 11, but let's just call it 10, is we're going to have to belt break. But the problem with that is that's only going to give us 2, 4. That's only going to give us 8. It's only going to give us 8 science. If you look here, it's like, okay, what science don't you really ever use? Well, you always use red, green, and blue. Always, except the military stuff, so don't count that. All the other ones take red, green, and blue. Not these. This does as a base. And then some take purple, some take Gleba science, some take... But they all take red, green, and blue. Well, that might be a bit tricky then. So I think what we have to do is... I don't know actually what we got to do. I know a fun way we could do it. Is, oops, get out of this, is if we bring belts in and we belt it in. So we're going to need, we have 10. So can we fit 5 lanes of belt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one's going to go like this. And we'll pull in from that side. This, There, like that. I think that would work. Now, is it kind of mess? Not really. I think it's actually fine. Let's see. Let's just do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I should have copied it with this, of course. Which is it's fine. We'll just go back through and do it. Okay. Oh, missed one. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because instead of... Well, technically, we're not belt braiding. But this will give us 10. And if we want to run military as number 11, we could. And then what we'll do here is these are all going to be pulled in. Well, we have to figure out how to let's just do this just for now, And then for here, we want to grab some of these. And now how can we do it? We could probably put one in the middle. That reaches like that. Okay, let's just and then that should be the last one that reaches there, and then here. It should run all the way down. That way they each should be running on 10. 10, 10, 10. These are on... Ooh, why are these on 8? Okay. So the ones that are on 8 is this is the issue. Okay, so some are going to be running on 8 then. You know what? Whatever. I think it's fine. Just let it run. And I think you can't do kind of max rate with this because it doesn't really work that way, if you will. So we're gonna run it like this, and we'll see what happens. Because you can always just make another one here, another one here, another one here, and you can move this down so that these ooh, they won't reach, will they? If you have it sitting here, it will. Yeah, it will reach to one sitting here, so that would be fine as well if you want to copy it like that. Which we're gonna leave it for now. I think it's gonna be fine. Now, what I actually want to do is, I'd like to just get rid of this. This kind of impedes what I want to do. I have this here, which you don't need. Where can we even put in lights here? Nowhere, really. So, I think the way we're going to have to do it is... is there a trick way to do this? I don't think so, is there? Because we want to run it... This one is just annoying like that. How are we going to do this? We could run each one out, and then you almost want to run each one in. Now, if we would push these up to have a full belt of each, you need 10 belts, and that's not going to work. The only way around, yeah, you have to kind of have merge belts here, and that's fine. It's just going to be messy, I think. Isn't it just going to be messy here? Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's just try to figure out how we would do it. Okay. So this one would come here. This is annoying. Well, that will go like that. And then that would go... That's going to go out to the edge. Now the thing is, I want to turn all this off. So I should be able to do that. How do I do that? It's this, I think. Turn that off. Turn this off. Turn this. I want these to be... There we go. That's what I want. I don't want these to be on. I want to hook them all up. I just don't want anything to run until we actually... I mean, I could put a power switch there, but whatever. I want to turn all this on at one time. So that's that one. And we can just run this one straight down. And then it can go all the way to the edge. Like that. And we can destroy these if we need to. And then this one here can come out. And then this one could come out. Like that. That's kind of cool looking, I think. And this one here can come out. I guess it would just be like that is how we would do it. That's actually not too bad. The question is, are we going to run out of space? That's the question. There we go. This one here we have to do... Actually, we could just do that. No, let's just keep it how we had it. We might get away with that. Yeah, because we're not doing military. This is gleba science, which we don't really have gleba science right now. Oh yeah, this would work just fine. Just wait. We can just do it. Actually, no. We want to pull it out a little bit more. Yeah. The reason why is because if you want to hook this up to it, we'd have to run it. I don't know how you do it, honestly. Well, we'd have to. I mean, the other way you could do this, you could just bot these in, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it like this. So I think we're actually ready to hook it up, which is kind of cool. No, we're not ready. I don't want to screw this up. Like I said, the only thing that's not going to be working, the gleba stuff isn't going to be working, because we don't have any gleba science. Which it doesn't matter. It's just aesthetically not going to work. Okay, you ready to hook this sucker up? Yeah, there's no power here, so we should be able to go. Hook everything back up. Here it comes. Look at that. That's cool looking, isn't it? Like I said, we are going to be missing one science here. Oh my god, look how fast the sucker's going. Holy jeez. Okay, just making sure how far. It's just making its way all the way down. It definitely is. It definitely is. So what we can do is let's add a couple more. Ooh, that's not how we can do that, is it? This isn't really tileable, is it? That would go to the middle of that. Yeah, I think it's tileable from this one. There we go. Let's see what is it going to make to the edge. It is. All right. So it's not ridiculously. I mean, it's fast. Yeah, we definitely could. I mean, we're burning through it like freaking crazy, though. But again, rocket part here, we need how many we're at? We're at 10K. So right now we're at less than 10,000. Yeah, this is only 8,000, 17,000, 64,000. This is rocket part productivity, which we don't even really need. 10,000. Let's just try to do one. Yeah, let's just leave it. Because it's how many did I say we need? It's 10,000 sequences of it, right? Like, that's a lot. But there we are. It's running. Now, what we could do is... Ooh, I kind of messed up a little bit, didn't I? Well, not really. We have so many... Actually, let's... we could run this. Where is it going to be? It needs to make it where one of these is like that. I think that's the... equal. Nope. Gotta try to figure out which one it needs to end. This part has to end there. Edge on edge. This is it right here. There's that. And we can just keep running this out until we get to the end, really. We can put some more of this in. I have a lot of this on me, so we're just doing it like this just to... You know, you ghost do it, and your bots will still put it in. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're out of all this stuff as well, which is okay. We can put in some more of these. The other one's gonna go in about there. Perfect, and that should reach power-wise. No, it does not. That's unfortunate, now, isn't it? There we go. Okay, yeah, we are lined up here. All right, we're fine. Fine. All right, so the bots will bring in these belts. What's the what? Oh, okay. 10, and then that can only. That's okay. That's a 10. I guess we flubbed up a little bit here. Did I do that somewhere else too? No. Yeah, it would have been here. Okay, so never mind. Because it isn't 100% correct. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Perfect. Because, you know, we still have... Well, we need a lot more of these. But they're coming in, so don't worry. These we have... Ooh, we actually don't have any more. Shoot, we got to bring some more in. Okay, well... Okay, regardless of that, this is working. Already at the 58%. I wish you could see... Like... I guess you could calculate what we're doing here. But as you can see, This ticked over, and then ticked over. So you get 2 researches out of 1 research, if that makes any sense. But I mean, this is going, well, you could make this faster because this is getting hit by 10 beacons, and you could do probably, could you fit 2 in here? You could, yeah, because you could push this back. So you could do 14 beacons per one, but 10, you're already at 1700%. So, you know, you'd probably hit 2000% roughly. Well, each one of these is what? 100, you'd have 100. So you'd have 400% more. You'd hit, you'd hit right a little over 20. You'd hit 2100. But you know what? I'm pretty sure we're bringing in, I don't know. It's hard to say. Are these full still? So I think the way it's, what are we lacking here? What are we lacking? We're lacking something. We must be lacking plastique. Why are you lacking plastique? I mean, it doesn't matter. The point of this video is just to show we're lacking plastique because we're not making it. Remember when we started making plastic, we were making using one. Ooh. No, we're not out of petroleum. How are we out of petroleum? What? Whoa. What happened? This happened. I did this. This isn't running because we have too much head. Why? Something is messed up here. I think it's this. Yeah, I think we have to get rid of that pump and figure out. I think the way we could do it otherwise would just be to turn off that one, this one, that one, and that one. So instead of cracking all of it down to light oil, we're pushing some of it through for that. And you can play around with that. Yeah. See, this could have productivity as well, but these aren't beaconed at all. So this is something to come back and you could beacon this too. Could we beacon it just the way we are, like this setup? You could beacon this whole run, really. Would it be helpful? Yeah. Because we're obviously now get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of that, dump this in here. So we're obviously here. We're producing. This is per second, 20, 36, 45 compared to this one, where we're 5. You know, so we're significantly more out of these. So you could beacon this stuff, which for now we don't have to. We're gonna leave this alone because now we have all the petroleum that we need, and we're actually pumping out faster than we can get it out of here, which is interesting. What are we producing per second? 60 per second. So we're producing more than a belt can handle, but because of the way that the belts kind of work, we're kind of not. So the one way you could get around that would be going like this and going like that, except that's not going to work. That would work. And then you could do the same thing like that. No, you wouldn't. No, it's not. You don't want to do that. You wouldn't run this straight in like that. There. Except that's not right anyway. You want to get it on top. So you wouldn't want to do it at the bottom here. You want to do it up here. There. Good enough. Except now this one's never going to work. There you go. That's better. Okay. So that's the tricky part with doing stuff like this. When these are producing like a full belt worth of stuff, you're always going to have a stop. But as you can see, now we're pumping out more plastic than we need. Productivity is already done. Yeah, see, we're good now. And like I said, we don't have the bulk inserters. We don't have, we have bulk inserters. We don't have stack inserters that would fill it in layers, because you actually have a stack of 5, like the stone is. Nothing else is layers. So you could really compress these. Instead of having 60 per second, you could have 300 per second. Again, we're not doing that because we're gonna, yeah. Anyway, let's put some lights in here. Oh yeah, we don't have any more of those belts. We really can't. But we're running, I mean, as fast as we can. Now, what you could do is you could, do we have a lot of other stuff, do we? I don't know if we have enough to do, well, we don't have enough to well, we can move all this down. Anyway, the point being is you would move this down and then you'd run a whole nother set here, or just run a whole nother set. You could split the belts, or you could just do it like that. But I think running it something like this, I think, is pretty cool. That looks pretty awesome in my opinion. Are we getting the sun up? No, we just hit sun down. That's cool though. And we're producing as much as we're using. Actually, we're not using any yellow right now. Or are we? No, we're using these 3. And yeah, just these 3, which is fine. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, guys. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to wrap it up. I think this series is over. Now, could we do more? Of course. Are we going to? No, I don't think so. I did kind of what I wanted to do here. And yeah, I think we're just going to go with that. We could max out more science. We could do more. We could eventually get to the shattered planet, or the you get these by getting where? Yeah, approaching the shattered planet. So you got to go way. Let's go into the map view. So this we are. This is the solar system edge, and then here's where you start getting to the shattered planet, and that's when you start getting the Prometheum asteroids. I don't think you get them here yet. So you don't even get them here yet, right? So there's no point to so you don't get them until you start going here. And I have no interest in doing that. So anyway, let's wrap it up here, guys, as the sun comes up. Thank you so much for joining me for this series. It's been fun. I know it's not my most popular series here or anything like that, and I'm not the best Factorio player. That is easily known, but we'll come back to this at some point, maybe, I don't know, maybe in a few months or so. And then, I'm not sure what I'm going to get up to next. Obviously, if you guys are following my plate up videos, they're going to continue a couple every few days. You have that, and I also have other games coming out. I just have one coming out. Well, it just came out, or it might be just coming out depending on the schedule. A cool little, it's called Doodle Factory. I love those type of little factory builders. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. Would be much appreciated. Could there be things I improved on? Yes. Are things I did well? Of course there is. Am I the best Factorio player? Not by far. I'm probably ranked 1 out of 100. If you have 100 players, I'm maybe I'll give myself 5 out of 100. That my ranking or something like that. So if you have 1 million, I'm maybe in the 50,000 range. I think that's fairly safe to say. Anyway, guys, hit that subscribe button, tick the bell notification icons, and let me know down below if there's a game that you want me to try out. I always want to go back to Dyson Sphere Program. I love that game. May go back to that as the next series, or we'll just continue on doing my thing with PlateUp. All right, guys, hit that button, and I'll catch you next time.